Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Sportanic Redefined show. And today we have with us a very exciting prospect coming right out of Kuwait, Mr. Meet Bhavsar. How are you, Meet?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well as well. Well, let me just introduce you to the public. Meet is a Guinness Book of World Record holder. He is the youngest player to make debut for an international team at the age of 14 years and 211 days, surpassing Hassan Raza from Pakistan. So, Meet, let me just ask you, how do you feel about being the youngest player on the planet to make debut for an international side?
Well, it always feels special being the youngest international cricketer, and to break a record at the age of 14 feels it's just a priceless feeling that I've I'm the youngest international cricketer.
Well, it's sometimes like some you like to brag about it, or you like to like be proud of this moment. And how about the family and the friends and all that stuff when they came to know about the world record that you broke?
I mean, I got to know after a few months that I broke the record. Like I was in Suleba cricket ground and I was playing a match. So during post-match presentation, I got to know, okay, I'm the youngest international cricketer. One of my friend WhatsApp, he sent the screenshot, and he's like, "Wow, congratulations that you got Guinness World Record." I was like, "Wow." So I
Well,
was at that moment. Even I showed it to my parents because usually my parents come to watch my matches.
mhm.
So my mom and dad, and they were really so happy, and nothing, better than making family proud.
Well, coming to know about the youngest player and then you just smashed 175 in under 19 Asia Cup. How does that feel? And what was the team atmosphere at that time?
Well, before Nepal's match, we lost couple of matches versus Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. So I mean, we got to learn many things from those countries. Like as you know, okay, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh are two test playing
Yeah,
nations, and all the players, like all 11 players, are like too good. I mean, there's no 50-50 in it. I mean, in
yeah,
associate, there are like around 6 to 7 good players in one team, but in those countries like India, Pakistan, and all the test playing nations, they're all 11, like the best 11 of the country. So
yeah.
obviously, they are supposed to be like good, and
Mhm.
they were literally so good so that when we played versus Nepal, we felt, honestly, I myself felt very, very comfortable and easy while playing versus them,
Yeah.
because playing with the best,
It's a
and
bit
then
less pressure game.
yeah. So yeah, I was feeling really comfortable on the pitch.
Oh, that
And
that was like,
the match,
uh,
during
uh-huh.
a, during toss, I even told my manager, I was like, "ये wicket पे like 100 तो पक्का है," like, and he's like, first he score and then I mean you tell, and I was like, yeah, for sure, and then I ended up scoring 175. So yeah, it's a special feeling.
So how does that feel that you matched Chris Gale's record on international level 175? Huh? He's matched that in IPL.
Yeah, it feels nice, it feels special.
Well, coming to the fact that you just mentioned about the test playing nations like Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, or the big boys of the cricket, they have facilities and they have all that stuff. How do you rate being in Kuwait and being from the Indian origin? How does it feel, and how is the facilitations that you feel in Kuwait, and how do you recommend for the youngsters, and what's the pathway for that?
To get selected for under 19.
Well, yes, obviously, as a whole, cricketing, like cricketing prospects in Kuwait and the Gulf countries like that.
Well, if you perform in your domestic, I mean, if under 19, under 16, or under 14s or whatever, if you're playing under 16, then you should perform in your under 16 school level tournaments, or the domestic
Mhm.
tournament, and then you get picked for your probables, into the national team probables, and then yeah, that's the pathway. I mean, it's very it's very normal. If you keep working hard, you'll keep doing better and better every day. So each and every day of your hard work adds up. You know, like you
Mhm.
don't
Yeah.
become you don't become very successful directly, but you have to keep
Yeah.
working hard, and each and every day of your hard work will pay you off later for sure. So that's like every young cricketer has to follow that. So yeah, I mean, I
Well,
would just be
obviously
go.
that is what is required. The hard work is definitely the key to success in this field. But you know that Kuwait is an associate nation. And how does the ICC actually looks at Kuwait being a prospect for cricket? Because recently I've been looking at the stats for the Kuwait national side, and it's like you are also the second highest top run getter from the Kuwait in T20 internationals. That is also a very astonishing fact at this young age. But they are one of the successful sides in the Gulf states. They have won around 15 games in the last 20 matches. So, how is the cricket prospering, and how about the Arab people that live in Kuwait coming towards the cricketing like arena?
Well, there's a team of Kuwaitis which is, I guess, going to Asian Games in
Mhm.
2023 or 4, I guess. I'm not sure, but yeah, in either this year or the next year. So it's a very big thing to play Asian Games. But
Yeah, definitely.
like if you talk about the national team, I mean, we are getting quite a good atmosphere to play in. I mean, we're in Hong Kong right now. We're
Yeah.
playing quadrangular series versus Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Bahrain, which includes even Kuwait. So, I mean, we are getting international exposure, and
Mhm.
after 20 days or 25 days, we are even going to Nepal to play a Asia Cup qualifier.
Nice. Best of luck for
Yeah,
that.
10 teams. It has
Mhm.
Nepal, UAE, and Hong Kong, and the rest of them.
Hope to see you against Pakistan or India this year in
Hopefully,
the Asian Cup.
top three will be surely competing against India, Pakistan in Asia Cup.
Well, let's see, and let's hope to see you there as well. Uh, well, I have heard, like we just talked about, that you have played the domestic in India as well. So coming into that prospect, you have been playing in England under 19 and Mushtaq Ali Trophy. You were the part of the squad. So how does that feel? And obviously, what are your future plans regarding this? How do you feel to be playing back home in India, or maybe you are looking forward to prosper as a Kuwaiti cricketer?
Well, see, born and brought up in Kuwait, so anytime, any day of my life, I'm so privileged to play for Kuwait. And anytime, if you ask me, do you want to play for Kuwait? I'll surely say yes. I'll never say no to
That's
Kuwait, but
that's the love. That's the love. Obviously, that is where you were
yeah,
born and you have, yeah.
yeah.
So it's pretty
Because
much.
whatever I've got because of Kuwait. So yeah, I would never, would never say no to Kuwait. But yes, I'm really looking forward to play Indian domestic cricket as well. And if I get into IPL in a couple of years, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was coming to that point as well, like the IPL. Since I have been looking onto your stats, you just scored a 67 in the last match you played, and recently. So your performance and your like stats are grooming and growing well and fast. So are you really thinking, or maybe just in the back of the mind somewhere, is that the IPL knocking the door very soon?
For sure. I'm really working hard day and night just to get into any IPL team.
Well, best of luck for that. Uh, Coming on to like uh, I would ask a question. You are a wicket-keeping batsman, right?
Yep.
So, what are the challenges for a young player as a wicketkeeper? Uh, like the training process, or maybe you can say, how do you train, and what are the complications as well? Because we have recently seen MS Dhoni or the likes of Sarfaraz Ahmed or Muhammad Rizwan. They have a tendency, they have worked for so long, and we normally see their fingers being turned. So, is that really hard to keep the wickets, or what is the actual phenomena behind that? Kindly enlighten us.
Um, See, keeping and batting at the top of the order is not so easy. I mean, okay, in T20s you can manage because it's
Yes.
a short format. But when you play 4 day matches or when you play a 50 over match, so I mean, it's not a cup of tea to like do 50 overs, keeping for 50 overs and then batting. But if you maintain your fitness level and if you
Hmm.
have you know good strength in your legs and
Yeah.
flexibility, I don't think so keeping is difficult. And
Hmm.
batting top the order, yeah. So it's in habit. Like you have to practice for hours and hours. Like honestly, if I do practice in the nets, I'll make sure that I even do keeping drills, so that I'm into that mental stage ki, I can tackle any situation. Like agar, if I have to do keeping in a 90 over game, like, in a 4 day match, it's 90 over in a day. So if I'm
Yeah.
doing 90 overs and the next I have to go and bat opening. So yeah, you need. good fitness levels as well.
Yeah,
Being a keeper,
that is required, and it's like a military person training, right? For that endurance and for that level to be achieved.
that's it.
It's pretty interesting. Being in like the competition level, I would like to ask, who do you idolize as a cricketer or as a person to grow and like to grow as a proper cricketer? You as a wicket keeping batsman, maybe you idolize MS Dhoni or someone like that, or maybe someone else who you normally look after.
MS Dhoni. If you
That is what.
if you ask me hundreds of times, I'll have the same answer, which is MS Dhoni.
No doubt in that. He is one of the legends of the game, and he has got respect all around the globe.
True.
So, Meet, like you have been a proper playing cricketer at this young age, and a lot of the people around the world have like they ask about the educations, and they normally ask about these things. So, how do you manage that skill set with your game and with the educations being like being the second or secondary option, or maybe it's the primary option for you to go since you are
Well,
playing international level?
well, education is always a primary thing. I mean, education is really important. You
Yeah.
can't you can't just skip out education. But yeah, education is first, and obviously, yeah, I have to focus on cricket as well. So what I do is when exams are coming, so I during that month I really focus to studies
Hmm.
and get exams. So I've gone to India to write my exams, and to get up at 4 to study till 10 o'clock, and my exams used to start at 11. So yeah,
It's kind
that
of
six
hectic situation.
yeah. So it used to be a sheer hard work on studies as well.
So yeah, that is what the fans actually love, and I myself have been very much inspired from your side because being at this young level, inspiring a whole new youth, and I must say that your stats and your personality has been very much inspiring. So how do you feel being idle in coming years? Because everyone of us normally think about it in the back of the mind that one day we will become a big star or like that stuff. So how do you think that if, for example, how is your fan interaction, and normally what do you tell your fans, and how do you interact with them?
Well, I'm always grateful for the love and the support that all the fans, all the family members, everyone that has showered on me. Yeah, and I would just say thank you so much to each and everyone who has prayed and who has supported me.
Well, definitely we are at your back as well. It's really an inspiring day
So
for us.
it's really good to have everyone you know at the backstage to support.
So how is like okay, just coming forward to this, you are currently in Hong Kong, and how is the response from the teams that you are playing with, and also from the local Hong Kong crowd, maybe the Indians there or the Pakistani people? Are they really interested, and how do you think with this prospering the game in Hong Kong as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's a good level of cricket. I mean, there are many, there's split sixes in Hong Kong. There's few of the tournaments here and there where international players come over here. So yeah, there's a good level of cricket in Hong Kong as well. And
Well,
yes,
have you followed the Super Sixes?
I mean, I've seen it.
Because I asked this question because I don't think so. Like even myself, the last time Super Sixes was played, I was around like 15 maybe or like 12 to 13 at that age.
But
But do
I've
you
seen it on
really,
TV.
yeah, do you really follow that?
Yeah, I've seen it on TV. It
Okay.
was for a
So
few years.
do you think that it should be returning back?
I mean, I really, really look forward to it if it returns back.
Well, uh, okay, there are a few tournaments. I would like to ask a few questions regarding that. In the past, I would ask you, are you a football lover or not?
Well, if you ask me if I'm a football lover, I only watch FIFA matches. That's it. I mean,
Oh, nice. So what are your recommendations, and what are your which team or which player specifically do you follow? Because I know these kind of seasonal fans, uh, like me as well. I'm not I'm not a full-time football fan, so we normally follow a specific player or a team.
well,
So how do you feel that?
supporting Argentina this year, and I still remember I was in Delhi, and we had state team matches going on, and I had a match with Delhi. the next day in the morning, and I was watching France versus Argentina's final. So I was Argentina supporter.
Well, I did watch only the final as well.
No,
But definitely that was
I've watched quite a few matches of FIFA.
okay. Okay, that's nice. That's because normally the cricketers, they normally train playing the football as well. So do you also do that
Yeah, yeah.
stuff while on the field?
Have you know we do play football in warm up sessions, and even on practice days, we do have a session where we play football. So
Okay.
it's a half an hour or 1 hour, you know, time period where we only play football. We make two teams out of 15-20 players what we have in the national contract list, and then we play a
Mhm.
game. So yeah, I mean it's fun playing football.
Okay, we have a question for you coming from Faizan Hayat. He wants to know about the T10 leagues. How do you rate or how do you think as a T20 player, how do you rate these T10 leagues and what are their benefits for the T20 players or maybe disadvantages for them?
Well, nowadays every one of us, we love playing shorter format, and even the crowds, even our family members, like as everyone are busy doing something or the other in their lives, so they love even the crowds that come, they love enjoying the
The short
sixes.
format, yeah.
Yeah, and the shorter format. So yeah, playing T10 is fun. Even I guess after we go to Kuwait, we'll have a T10 tournament domestic. So
Ah, nice.
yeah.
That's kind of a breaking news coming out of you. So we'll be looking forward to that being played in Kuwait. And well, as you said, the people love the short format. And what do you think about the Test cricket? Is it dying, or because every player normally they retire early from the Test cricket, having the higher standards for playing, and definitely the fitness is required. So, do you think that Test cricket must be shortened up, maybe to the 4 day format or maybe a 3 day format, or how do you like? Because England, you have been following the matches.
Yeah.
England is now today the England team which plays Test cricket is like a T20 match being played on the field.
I mean, I don't think so. The days in a test match should be reduced because a 5 day game, like it's a proper 5 day game. Even I've played 4 day matches in India, like for the
Mhm.
state team. So it's quite a fun, like it's good to play 4 day matches. Like you get lots of things to learn in it. And once you play 4 day matches or the test match, I mean the longer format, and then you play with the white ball, it feels really easy because that SG test ball, it just swings a lot.
Yes, yeah, it
Not
is. It's like an Indian Duke or maybe like kind of that ball.
Yeah. So I mean, if you play test and then you play a shorter format, then you really feel easier because there's less swing in the white ball than the test ball.
Well, there is a question which you might not like actually, because you are a T20 player and you like shorter format. But do you really think that these T20 formats should be cut down and should be only played 5 years in the World Cups or maybe the T20 format special games, or it should be a regular basis? That is
I,
kind of a question.
I didn't get you. Can you please?
Yeah, sure. I'm asking that if we just, as you told, that shorter formats are increasing in number. So, do you think the T20s must be reduced and should only be played 5 year on a 5 year cycle, or it should be like more constant and the Test cricket must be like declining and declining further?
No, no. I mean, Test cricket should be. I mean, you just now you see India's and Australia's match. I've seen the crowd on TV, and I mean there were numerous people in the ground in Narendra Modi Stadium. So I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think Test cricket is declining or dying because there is still lots of fans who go to
Yeah.
watch Test. I don't
Even
think
I
so.
am one of those.
I mean, there are a couple of series like India, Australia, and Ashes, like England versus Australia. So that's a couple of you know series in which many of the fans go and watch. I
Well,
don't think so. Yeah,
well, there is a series missing. If that happens, that would be a global series. If it happens, India versus Pakistan in a Test match. Looking
I
forward to that.
really I
It's kind of
would the match and I would surely go and watch,
yeah. That is
especially
a match. Even
Yeah.
if where it is, I will try my best to go and see those players playing on the same field, because
Yeah.
whenever it happens, the whole world watches, and even the stakes are very high. So okay, now let's just compare these two teams. According to you, Pakistan was on a very declining patch post the 2012 and 13 era, and they were down and out. But now we normally see these matches are more exciting and more close games. So how do you think that this rivalry must be, like, it should be resumed, and there must be a series, proper series being held every year, maybe 2 years, twice a year, so we can normally see these players intermingling, because we have seen a lot of friendships being between Virat Kohli, Babar Azam, or maybe Shoaib Malik. So these players are like a family for all of us.
I mean, when you play at an international level, so there's no, you all are friends after the match.
Yeah, definitely. It's
During the
like
match,
that.
but after the match, you are friends. So, I mean, there should be a series between India Pakistan for sure in the near future. And yeah, it's going to be fun to each and every cricketing fan to watch India versus Pakistan match. Either it's a test match, either it's a ODI or whatever it is. It will be a what is your pre-match routine? Oh,
Yeah,
there's a question.
pretty much.
Uh my pre-match routine is very simple. Like, I mean, just if I just talk about today, I mean, I've went to the gym, I went to the pool, and I had my I've I, I just take care of my hydration, and I take enough fluids, take enough protein, because you need protein for your muscles to recover and to build, and BCAA or whatever it is, all the recovery things. So yeah, I mean, I do take whey protein only, which
All
is
right.
essential for everyone. So yeah, that's simple. Drink enough fluids and get enough 8 hours sleep.
Okay, there's an interesting question, and it's much asked question for all around the globe. Even for myself, it will be because I'm a left-handed batsman as well. So coming to that point, how do you improve your hard hitting, being as a left-handed batsman, and how do you transfer your weight into the shot?
Uh, well, it all comes from practice. I mean, I can't explain you on a interview, but yeah, one day, like if you surely come to meet me, I'll definitely
Well,
explain.
I really hope so. I really hope so that one day, because I really I really would love to meet you. Okay, coming to our segments. Let's just shorten up the time. I have taken a lot of your time because it's really precious. Coming up to the segments. Number one is guess the player. Now there will be a player coming onto your screen, and you
Okay,
have to guess it. Let's
all right.
see. Let's just your knowledge. Okay, please. So who do you think?
Rodriguez.
Oh, okay. Please reveal the answer. Nice. Okay. So you got it correct. Okay. Next, we have two questions for you
All right.
coming right at your screen. Please put the question number one.
Which team
Which
holds the
team holds the record for the highest T20 scores in internationals?
which team holds? Mm, should be
Well,
India.
let me just give you a few hints. Okay.
Pardon?
Number, I will give
Ah, yeah,
you a few hints for, yeah. Okay. Number one, they also wear blue kit, but they're not India.
England.
England has a red T20 kit right now. Okay.
Really?
Okay. So, second hint, they have one of the best T20 leg spinners in the world.
Rashid. Ah, okay. Afghanistan.
Ah, nice. It is 278 for three
Oh,
against
wow.
Ireland in India, Dehradun. Okay.
Wow.
Coming up to our last question. This is very easy and straightforward for you. It must be.
No, is it most international century ever?
Ever.
Eh, Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah. The Master Blaster from
Yeah,
India.
yeah, okay, ever.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, there's another question we have.
Okay. What's the question?
I'll just repeat for you. Okay. They're asking about KS, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain having qualified for the Premier Cup for the Asian ACC definitely. So how do you think? What are the prospects?
Well, the cricket in the Gulf countries is improving. I mean, even if you see UAE, if you see Oman, if you see Kuwait, Saudi, Bahrain, they're proper cricketers, and there's a good level of cricket and good amount of matches that we have. So it's developing.
Well,
Every
I will just ask. That might be the last question from my side. We have seen in South Africa there is a quota player setup. They have to play players according to the quota, and is that also be the case in Gulf countries? Like in the playing 11, there must be one or two Arab players, or like it can be from any nation if they're internationals.
well, it's a difficult one for me to answer, but I mean, they should include at least one, player from,
The
the
local
national,
category.
yeah, yeah, the one who has the nationality of the country, because you don't get nationality in Arab countries, like especially in Gulf,
Yeah,
you don't.
yeah, we don't get it because.
So yeah,
Thank you so
it-
much, Meet. Thank you for your time and coming to just predict me a few one thing about the women Premier League that is being held in India. Which team are you supporting, and how do you think about the current match that is being playing between RCB women and the UP Warriors? Who do you think will be the winner?
well, honestly, to be really honest, I didn't see the match, but I really support Mumbai Indians, and because there is this Harmanpreet Kaur, who is a,
Oh,
yeah, and yeah, I really love her batting. So yeah,
okay.
Mumbai Indians. Just because
Well,
Harman, Mumbai Indians.
best of luck for the matches that are to be played for you, and we wish you really really best of luck. It was really an honor for us to host you here, and best of luck for the games, and see you soon again. Definitely I would love to be there having a training session with you very soon someday. Well, take care, have a nice
Thank you so
sleep.
much for talking and chatting along with you.
It is
Have a
a
good
pleasure. Thank you
thank
so much, meet. See you soon again. Take care
you.
and goodbye.
Cheers.